asked me earlier this week to say a few things about Sheila. I felt honored and privileged, and I thought it would be appropriate just to make sure that everyone in here understands that at some point she's really done something for you. It would be impossible for you to know everything she does every day, but when we recruit players, one thing we really look for is somebody that wants to be a good teammate. And 13 years ago when I came here, I got to get the best teammate I've ever had. And she embodies everything that a team's about. She is a servant leader. She has character. She has integrity. She takes no shortcuts. And most of all, she's a great role model for all of us. And I know she made me want to do my job better every day. You know, I think a tremendous sign of respect for someone is when you don't want to disappoint them. And there was a lot of times I know I disappointed Sheila, but that was a bad feeling for me because I had so much respect for her. You know, you want to leave a legacy when you leave somewhere. You guys will leave legacies with your team and with your school. And Sheila Ray leaves a legacy that will live on here forever. We're so much better for you being here, Sheila. And thank you for allowing us to see the best example of what a great teammate is. I hope you guys understand what she's meant to our athletic program, and you take time to thank her for that, but I personally thank you.
And head coach Stuedeman, women's softball.
I made some notes, Sheila, in case I start to cry. I'm going to go right to my notes. But I think, echoing what Coach Acuff said about a servant leader, above and beyond is cliche, but there's nobody that I've ever known, worked with, coached, or been friends with who symbolize those words more than you. You guys, when you need a check for spring break, Sheila does it. When your scholarship needs to be processed in one day, she does it. And then when you send it back because your name's spelled wrong or some mistake, she fixes it. She called me 2 weeks ago, right before the baseball's first game, and she said, I'm at the store, I think I should get an economy size of soap so that baseball has soap for their bathroom next year. I mean, we're talking about from the most minuscule details all the way up into the most important thing, which is the scholarship that you receive. She has a fingerprint on it. She has a hand on it. I think when I think about the lives that Sheila's touched and the students, she knows every single person's name in this room. She knows every athlete's name who played here last year, and the year before that, and the year before that, and the year before that. I cannot think of more above and beyond and more simple than looking somebody in the face and knowing their name. You are a precious commodity in a world where people do not give 100%. And we will miss you more than any player, any person who ever works here, than I can ever say. Mr. Harris told me one time we were having a heated discussion that nobody was bigger than our program. And I think that we're going to find out next year if that's the true case or not. But I want to thank you, like Coach Acuff said, you've made every kid who has come through these doors in the past 16 years better for knowing you. You've made me better. You've made Coach Toby better. All the coaches who've had the privilege and honor to call you a friend and a coworker. Thank you. And I want to ask everybody now to please show Miss Ray how much we love her.
It has been quite a ride for 16 years. I've enjoyed actually every moment of it, even when I'm dragging after working 60 hours a week. It's been great. I've loved it. I love all of you. I know from the athletes, half of you will say, oh, she acts like my mom all the time. But I feel like you're my sons and my daughters. And I love cheering for you, and I love seeing you compete. And although it makes me nervous as I'll get out and I start pulling weeds in the sidewalk because I can't just sit there and watch. So I am just thrilled at your success, academically, athletically, in the community, all those places. You're a great bunch of people to work with and for, and I appreciate the honor and the privilege of having been with you for 16 years. Coaches, appreciate you putting up with me at times when I was like, nope, I want it now. When I started getting on deadlines, so I appreciate you working with me. I consider you to be my best friends. I'm going to miss you terribly. And thank you for everything that you've done for me over the years. Jim, certainly appreciate everything you've done for me all these years. And, it's great. There's a couple of special groups that I would like to mention, and I'm not going to go through teams. I like all your, I try to get out to every single one of your competitions, meaning, you know, track and cross country and tennis and whatever. But there's a couple special groups of student athletes that I would like to mention. SAC. I need those time commitment surveys. They were due today. I have 3 out of 14. There's a couple missing. So I need those time commitment surveys. I appreciate you taking the time to be on SAC. It's important to the department. It's important to your teammates. It's important to the administration. So I applaud you for doing that all year long. There's a special group of kids that work for me. And just because we're out there on the fields, we get to know each other a little bit better. Some of you are over there, and a bunch of you are back there. I appreciate you guys a lot. Thanks for putting up with me bossing you around all the time. So you guys are all special to me, and I appreciate all the help that you've given us. This certainly is a team effort. I just feel like I was happy to do what I could to make you successful or help you get to be successful. So I applaud your success, and I wish you the best for the future. I'm going to miss you terribly, but I'll be around, and I'll come back next year and watch you. So thanks again.